Good morning, children. Let's continue with our social science lesson number 9. And this is the third video. The chapter is the freedom movement of 1857. Let's continue with the video. We have seen in the earlier videos how different revolutionaries from all over the India or different people joined hands together from all over the India to fight against the British. And all this started with the different reasons, immediate reasons, military reasons, social reasons, etc. And the hero of this revolt of 1857, or the one who initiated it, was Mangal Pandey. And we saw that how different people took initiated this battle or this revolution from different areas of India, like Kumar Singh of Jagdishpur and from Delhi Bahadur Shah Zafar. Understood? All these people, Rani Lakshmibai, Tatya Tope, how these brave people they joined the revolt or initiated, helped the people to fight against the British. We also saw that how this kind of revolt took place in Gujarat, and Garbhadas was the head of the this revolutionaries. And we also saw the Wagar women, how they stopped the cannon from injuring anybody. So they stopped the cannonballs with the help of uh, mattresses which were dipped in water, soaked in water. So understood the chapter till now. We will continue further. Cities of North Gujarat like Patan, Kheralu, Biloda, Meduti, etc. break into the revolt with the help of the natives. Apart from this, in December 1858, Tatya Tope stayed with his army in Panchmahal district of Gujarat. He had to escape to the forest of Baswara when being chased by the British army. When the Britishers came to know that he is hiding in this village, he had to escape into the forest to save his life. End of the revolt. During the revolt, weapons and soldiers were supplied to the British from England, Iran, etc. The revolt had started on 10th May 1857, but by the end of June 1857, that means half of May we can say, and by the end of June 1857, the Britishers were able to regain control on Banaras and Allahabad. Kanpur was recaptured by the end of July and Delhi in September 1857. Bahadur Shah Zafar and his queen Begum Zeenat Mahal were imprisoned and exiled to Rangoon, the capital of Burma, where they died after few years. So, Bahadur Shah Zafar and his wife, they were sent to Rangoon, the capital of Burma, and after few years they died. Their three sons were murdered by the British. Lucknow was recaptured in March 1858. Jhansi fell because of the treachery of one of the courtiers of Jhansi. Those who have seen the movie Rani Lakshmibai few months back, it was released. If you have seen that movie, you must have seen that the courtiers of Jhansi, one of the courtiers, he opened the gate and allowed the Britishers to enter into the fort. And as a result, what happened? Lakshmibai escaped towards Kalpi, where she died while fighting a battle with the British troops or British soldiers. Nana Sahib Peshwa escaped to Nepal after the final defeat. It is believed that he lived in the Sihor village of Bhavnagar district of Gujarat, where he is believed to have died in 1902. So, Nana Sahib Peshwa also he escaped. So, we can now understand that different revolutionaries who had participated, they could not bear the British army for long time. We will know the reasons why the revolt did not succeed. It is said that Tatya Tope was captured due to the betrayal of one of his allies. According to the official documents, Tatya Tope was hanged on 18th April 1859. So we can see that one amongst them, amongst the revolutionaries only, was a treacher, we can say. Rani Lakshmi, In the Jhansi also we saw that Rani Lakshmi Bai was ditched, or somebody opened the gate, and in this way Jhansi was captured. Tatya Top also was captured due to the betrayal or due to the treachery of one of his allies. Allies means one of his companies, the persons, the people who accompanied him. According to the official documents, Tatya Top was hanged on 18th April 1859. However, as per the other sources, we come to know that Tatya Top had managed to escape and someone else was hanged in his place. It is believed that he had spent the last years of his life in Navsari. So, official documents say that Tatya Top was hanged. However, the other sources they convey that Tatya Top had managed to escape and he lived last few years of his life in Navsari. Now, why was the revolt a failure? The revolutionaries failed to retrieve the power from the Britishers due to their limitations, some of which are the rebels lacked coordination. There was an absence of centralized leadership. There was no provision of reinforcement of men, money, and ammunition. That means what? They lacked coordination. They could not coordinate with each other, as we have seen in the chapter earlier, that revolutionaries were spread throughout India from different places. They were from different places they had formed groups, separate groups to fight against the British, but there was no single central leadership, central head who could guide them कि नॉर्थ में से ऐसे अटैक करने का, वेस्ट में से अटैक ऐसे करने का, सेंट्रल people from the center should attack like this. What would have happened if such kind of leadership was there? Then and there only Britishers would have to run away. But it did not happen because of the lack of coordination and lack of proper leadership. And there was no provision of reinforcement of men. Revolutionaries जो मरते जा रहे थे उसकी जगह न्यू रिवॉल्यूशनरीज नहीं एडमिट हो रहे थे उनकी आर्मी में. And moreover, money and ammunition always was a big question for them. They were lacking enough amount of money and arms and ammunitions. वेपन्स तो चाहिए ना लड़ाई करने के लिए, आर्मी है तो वेपन्स भी चाहिए, मनी भी चाहिए, राइट? बट ऑल दीज थिंग्स दे डिड नॉट हैव. So this was one of the reason. The outbreak of the revolt happened way before the pre-planned date. जो उन्होंने प्लान किया था डेट उसके बहुत पहले ही we saw that the revolt had started. Who started that? Remember? Yes, Mangal Pandey. As a result, the planning was disrupted and it alerted the British. Planning पूरी चौपट हो गई and Britishers चौकन्ने हो गए, alert हो गए that such kind of revolt can take throughout the country anywhere. So they had placed their army, and their army or their soldiers were also very alert so that such kind of situations doesn't take place anywhere else in the country. The revolt remained concentrated largely in northern India. Many social reformers refrained directly or indirectly from joining the revolt. So directly or indirectly, social reformers they refrained. Refrained means दूर रह रहे थे, ignore कर रहे थे to join the revolt. The revolt remained concentrated. Most of the revolt took place in the northern part of India. This proves that the intellectual class did not support the revolt. That means the intellectual class, the educated people, they were ignoring to join the revolt. India is a country known for its regional diversity in languages, food habits, dressing, etc. Before the British rule, the people were ruled by regional dynasties. As a result, the sentiments of nationalism, belongingness to India as one nation had not developed either in people or in their leaders. So, before the British rule, different parts of India were ruled by different kings. What will happen? Good morning, Chish. Different kings used to rule the different regions. So, because of that, what happened? They lacked that unity. भाईचारे की कमी थी. So, what happened? They couldn't join with each other. They couldn't develop that feeling of nationalism or belongingness to India as one of the nation. Also, many leaders either sided with the British or remained passive at the time of revolt. Sided means they did not want to participate, or they remained passive. Passive means they did not actively participate in the revolt. The Sikhs and the Gurkhas fought by the side of the British, which proved to be a major disadvantage for the rebels. Britishers were successful in, persuading these communities, the Sikhs and the Gurkhas. And so what happened? These communities, they joined hand with the British. The British army was full of the Sikh and the Gurkha soldiers. So this was a major disadvantage. We know that, Sikh people from Punjab or Sikhs and Gurkhas, they are supposed to be very, very brave. I don't say the others are not brave, but these people are, an advantage if they are in the army. But these people, even though being Indians or even though being Asians, they were in the British army. So this was a major disadvantage for the rebels. The British had a superior army, weapons and military commanders compared to the rebels. So the commanders also were very, highly equipped, highly knowledgeable. The army was superior, and obviously the weapons were new brand, new kind of weapons, new technology weapons they used. So the rebels or the rebellions, they did not had the revolutionaries did not had such kind of weapons. So this was also one of the reasons why the revolt did not succeed. The British, all the leaders were fighting for regaining their power or territories lost to the British. They were not fighting for the freedom of their nation. So all the leaders who were fighting, their main aim, main motto was just to secure their territory back from the British. They lacked that, important feeling that they are fighting for the nation. So such kind of deeds, such kind of feelings were, made them not unsuccessful to fight to win the revolt. Now, what are the effects and consequences? The revolt was not successful against the British. However, it still ushered in a new era of change. So, though the revolutionaries did not win the battle against the British, but they were successful against the to gain some new thing, and that was company rule came to an end in India, and India came under the rule of the crown, that is the East India Company. That rule came to an end, and India was then directly ruled by the, uh, you know England. Crown means the Queen Elizabeth. The interference in the internal affairs of the princely states of India was stopped. This is a very, very major thing which the Britishers earlier, when they came to India as traders and they started interfering in the internal affairs of the state, internal administrations of the state. This stopped. Okay. The British government was compelled to change its policies towards India. So the British government, it was compelled, it was forced to change its policies towards India. The salary, allowances and facilities given to the Indian soldiers or sepoys was increased. So this also, benefited the Indian soldiers. The salary or the allowances and the facilities which was given to the Indian soldiers was also increased. This revolt helped in invoking a feeling of nationalism in the people of India. Earlier than this, people were hardly having such kind of feeling of nationalism, but it invoked, provoked, और ऐसा बोल सकते हैं ब्रदरहुड की भावना, नेशनलिज्म की भावना, पेट्रियोटिज्म की भावना, वो इस रिवोल्ट की वजह से लोगों में आई. Hope you understood the chapter. Here I am providing you with exercises. You have to solve them in your fair book. Okay, those who have got textbook, these are the questions from the textbook itself. Those who don't have can refer this video. There are blanks also, and there are some questions from in between the chapter. I hope you will be able to solve all of these. Thank you so much, children. Stay home, stay safe, and keep learning from the videos which are provided to you. We have come to the end of our social science portion. All the chapters are sent to you through the videos. Hope you will be able to understand each and every one. Go through the chapters. If you have got any doubts regarding any chapter, you can definitely ask in the query session when it is there every day in the open house from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. There are also revision tests in the textbook. You can go through them, okay, and try to solve them. Goodbye, children.